everybody's like, New Year, new you. And I'm like, can I just get some Taco Bell? I know the 90s are hot again, but I feel like Brad and Jen are taking it a little too far. What do you guys think? Oh wait, I'm just here to talk about my fish. Hi, Langan here. This is how you're supposed to use ring lights, right? Shove your face in the middle, right? I don't know, I'm still learning how to use this. No makeup in my pajamas, just giving a quick intro to you all today. It is my first long video of 2020. I did get a chance to make a video about my new beta fish, and I did get a chance to post a little Happy New Year and some kind of update things, but I wanted to do this video, which is just an entire before scene of my aquari-room, as I like to call it. My fish room is also my living room, so like all of my tanks are display tanks and all of my tanks are just out right where I live, because that's how I like my pets to be with me ideally. But anyway, so I'm just gonna go around and give you kind of a 2020 before, so you can see my whole house disorganized and messy and gross. So messy. So messy. And yeah, you can get a feel for what my house looks like before I go into upgrading everybody's enclosures and reorganizing my space. And then in a few months, when I have it all figured out and fixed, because you know, when it comes to cycling and moving fish and that's gonna take a few months. But yeah, this is my before video, and when I have everything all set up, finished and new, I'll make a 2020 after video showing the changes in my living room aquarium, the aquari-room. Mr. Kitty, you okay? Oh, whoops. Okay, love your pets and they will love you back, and please enjoy the video. So, as you can see, I did a water change recently and did not do a good job of re-aquascaping. And as always, the long-haired algae tree of life thing I have going is out of control. It's out of control. The dwarf lily that I grew from seed is doing really well, has several leaves at top, and I just pulled off another little baby plant from the bottom of it to put in the fireplace tank. Exciting news about our YouTube community tank. It's getting an upgrade. It's going from a 45-gallon long to a 60-gallon tank. And it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a process transferring it though, because the fish in the 20-gallon long, my Serpa tetras and Black Widow tetras, and my Calico Bristlenose pleco are going to move into the community tank with the upgrade as well. And so I need to have the 60 up and cycling before I can move all the fish in together, because I don't know if a 45 can hold an extra pleco and an extra roughly 10 fish between both of those schools. What do you think? This is the tank that I'm going to be combining into the upgraded YouTube community tank. I have referred to this as my spare parts tank a lot. or my semi-aggressive Tetra tank, but these guys really aren't too aggressive since I have them in good-sized schools with lots of hiding places. We'll see if they get too fin-nippy with the guppies. We'll make arrangements, but I'm excited about the idea of having them all in together in a 60-gallon tank. And the way this stack has looked in my house, I have not been a fan of. This tank used to have the quarantine goldfish in it. They are now in with the 75-gallon or the other 40-gallon breeder. I'll film about them a little bit more tomorrow. This is the 75-gallon mixed goldfish tank. Most of them are rescues. Well, they're all rescues or surrenders, but a couple of them are bleeding heart rescues. I know I discussed some of my concerns with Mr. and Mrs. Goldiefish having gotten injured jumping out of this tiny little space in the back here and ending up on the glass. And I'm very lucky that I was there when it happened. But she does have some injury, so oof. And I'm going to be trying to get this more heavily planted and get rid of a lot of that algae this year. Find a long-term solution to the constant algae that I get in my 2 75-gallon goldfish tanks. Never to be forgotten, we have Mr. Turtleson. Oh, he's just in his hide. I don't want to bug him right now. We have Mr. Turtleson over here. And below Mr. Turtleson is my other 75-gallon goldfish tank, my Ranchu tank. And this tank has had some major issues lately. Oh, hi, Mr. Kitty. Not just with algae, but also I've had some issues with my tap water and had been struggling with the cycle of this tank. And most of my plants have died out of here as a result. And the ones that are hanging in there are not looking so good. They got that blackbeard algae. There's a lot of algae in this tank in general, so that's going to be a major focus of this tank as well. Yeah, my 40-gallon breeder's goldfish tanks do not get as algae filled, but I guess just with these tanks being overstocked and even with the super frequent water changes, there's just always excessive nutrients, so I'm going to be looking for a long-term solution for that. Swimming up front is Chubba Chubba. And I know you're not supposed to have favorites, but look at Chubba Chubba. That wren. Oh man. She is as close to a picture-perfect Ranchu as I have. It's really difficult to show off how beautiful this 36-gallon nano tank is on film. It just doesn't record well, but I have all rainbow jaguar endlers, a couple of white cloud mountain minnows, and a couple of pygmy corydoras, which I am always looking for more pygmy corydoras if you know of any reputable place that has them for sale. And yeah, this is just my nano tank. There are also a lot of cherry red shrimp in here, though I'm not seeing any out at the moment. Oh, you can kind of see some of them up at the top there. They like to hang out in those plants a lot. Oh, look, there's my ring light. This is exactly how you are supposed to use ring lights, right? Just like set them up in the middle of your living room. These are my 40-gallon breeder tanks. They have 3 goldfish in each, which I think is perfect. And it's hard to get a good shot of the tanks without major glare during the day. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this part short. And just to give you an overall look of the entire room, oh, those are my hermit crabs over there. I didn't get a chance to introduce them. They're better to film at night when they're active. But yeah, so this is 2020 fish room, aquarium, aquari-room startup. You're gonna see some major changes this year. Everybody is going to be getting better, more organized, bigger homes. And I am so excited to share my 2020 pet and fish keeping year with you all. Thank you so much. This is going to be my official 2020 before video, and I can't wait to share an after video with you all.